The Prophet ﷺ at the age of 40 is summoned to the office of prophethood. So Muhammad ibn Abdullah became Muhammad Rasulullah at the age of 40. The requirement of the office of prophethood is to declare that none is worthy of worship except for one Allah, and then that Muhammad ﷺ is his messenger. Now, it seems to say La ilaha illallah, and it's only simple to me and you because of the sacrifices that they had to pay so that you could utter it with such comfort. But when they uttered it, it was the most revolutionary statement a person could utter. Do you know why? You see, the word says, La ilaha illallah. There is none worthy of worship except for one Allah. To who? To an Arab population who had 360 gods outside the Kaaba and inside the Kaaba, and to whom they were excessively devout. Notice I say a couple of things here, yeah? An Arab population. Like, these are individuals created in the furnace of the desert. They have seen difficulties of the element, harshness of climate, life and death and its challenges, and they've faced it as only as they could. Since childhood, since birth, they're given away to other tribes to rear and bring up so that they could grow up with the spirit of freedom. And do you understand? That Arab, from that time, with the sword by his side, with idols to whom he is so devout, Khalid ibn al-Walid states that my father sacrificed 100 camels for one idol. It sounds like numbers, huh? I vouch on your behalf. There is not a person here that has in one instance sacrificed 100 goats for Allah. Forget about camels. In one instance, he sacrificed 100 camels. Out of what? Out of his devotion to his idol. So to that Arab man, and that time where there's no protection of law, and that Arab man who was so passionate about his idols, so obedient to the tradition of his forefathers, Muhammad Rasulullah comes and says, none of these are correct. None of these have the right to be worshipped. The only one that deserves worship is the one mighty Lord above the heavens. Can you imagine what it did to that society? And times have changed, you know. I will give you an example so you understand mentality. So in Arab history, there's this man called Amr ibn Kulthum. He was what they call Sayyid al-Qawm, you know, a leader of a tribe. In that time there was another Amr, the son of Hind, who had reached a level where the other tribes called him king. Do you understand me? So hard to do in tribal systems to accept someone as king, but means the man has reached a level of power and intellect and capability and capacity that now they refer to him as king. So this king invited Amr ibn Kulthum, the leader of a tribe, and invited his mom with him. Are you with me? So the women sat in a chamber on the other side of the tent, you know, with a partition if you like, and the men are sitting here. And this leader of the tribe is sitting in front of the king. His mom is next door. The mother of the king told the mother of this tribal leader, "Can you pass me that pot of water?" She considered it an insult to her that I am the mother of the leader of a tribe and you have just delegated a task to me. So adaban, she said, whoever owns the pot has more right to it. Like your pot, handle it yourself, don't ask me for it. The mother of the king insisted. This lady shouted out, "Oh, the disgrace of our tribe." I want you to note the sensitivities, you see. Amr ibn Kulthum is sitting in front of the king. This king, you know, like you guys watch this Ortogol thing, they used to have a sword hanging at the back. So his sword as a symbol of authority was behind him, the king. So Amr jumped up, took the sword and sheathed it, cut off the head of the king. Why? Because my mother's insulted because your mother asked her for a pot of water. Do you understand what I'm saying? To these people, Muhammad ibn Abdullah comes, Rasulullah, that forget about pots of water, all these gods are false. And not only that, لَقَدْ كُنْتُمْ أَنْتُمْ وَآبَاؤُكُمْ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. You were wrong, your forefathers were wrong. The natural reaction was that feathers are ruffled, people feel insulted. You know, you get consequences, insults, torture, imprisonment, execution, the whole shebang. So problems started for the Muslims. And you know the stories. Bilal was punished the way Bilal was punished. Sumayya was, killed the way she was killed. Ammar was burnt on coal, and the stories continued. And the early Muslim population bore the brunt of this for some 13 years.